What's up, guys? Danny Lightning back. Today we're going to talk about the absolute best weapons you can get as a free-to-play or a brand new player in the game. You can buy them with silver. They're cheap to buy, they're cheap to upgrade, and you can play these up into Champion League no problem. And you're going to want to put these on every single robot you have until you start getting better stuff. So hands down, when it comes to all the starter weapons of the game, forget about all of them except for these three weapons right here. We are going to set up an entire hangar with nothing but Punisher tees, the regular Punisher, and the Thunder weapons. I'm telling you, Thunders are just kind of so-so, but they're great for somebody who's new. The Punisher and the Punisher tees have a 10-second reload time. That's the only flaw, but besides that, you can play these things in the Champion League no problem. I mean, you're going to get to see these in gameplay. We're going to go do some gameplay with this hangar. It's got nothing but Punisher, Punisher tee, and Thunders, and you're going to be amazed at how well this does. So let's go do the gameplay so you can see these things in action. Alright, so we are going to drop in Mr. Tanky Guy right here. This is one of my favorite older robots, Kefri. It's very, very good. So if we put 4 of these Punishers on here, it actually packs a major punch. So let's go into the center. What we're going to try and do is get the center beacon. Unfortunately, I don't see any of my teammates coming to support me. So I think I'm over here by myself. It's like me versus 3 or 4 guys, which is really bad. This robot is decently tanky. It can also heal people, so it's kind of a tank and a support robot at the same time. This is something that's totally worth building in the workshop. I mean, if you could run this setup right here for these Punishers on this robot, I think you would be doing really awesome and you would have a huge advantage over a lot of new players. So this would be a really good choice for one of your first robots to start building in the workshop, and then you can just buy these Punisher and Punisher tees with silver, throw them on everything and level them up. I mean, I'm telling you, this is Champion League gameplay right here, guys. This is Champion League gameplay, and you can tell they're doing great damage. I mean, they're not the most powerful weapons in the world, but they're very strong for what they are and as cheap as they are to get an upgrade. Now, if you notice, the closer you get, the more damage you do. The further away you are, the less damage, because these bullets do have a spread. So you're hitting less of the bullets are hitting the enemy as you get further away. So the closer you get, if you're at point blank, all the bullets hit the enemy. If you're further away, less hits. So that's why they do a little more damage up close. So your goal is to try and get as close as possible, but when you have 4 of these things, I mean, even at 300-400 meters, they're still packing a pretty decent punch. Alright, so they got me. Let's go ahead and drop in Mr. Oh yeah, let's bring in the Curry. Now, this guy has 2 Thunders, but he does have some built-in weapons, so maybe this wasn't the best choice to show off the Thunders. But anyways, we're going to play it. This is probably one of my favorite robots to play right now. It's just so much fun. Now, these weapons in general, same thing. They have a spread, so the closer you get, the harder they hit. I would say you want to be at probably 200 meters or closer. I mean, 50 meters or closer is going to be ideal for these. They pack a pretty decent punch. I mean, they're by no means the best weapons in the game, but they're decent and you can get them easily and they're very cheap to upgrade. So that's the reason I recommend these for your heavy weapons, because the cost is very low. It's not going to cost you a lot of resources to get or upgrade. Alright, so let's run over this way and we're going to show that Ophi on what's up when he lands. I know he's about to land any second now and get stomped on. He's going to be like, bam, you dead, sir. You dead, you dead. Alright, come on, get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. You can do it. Alright, so come on. Bam, there we go. Thunders to the face. Now a Titan's coming over, so you're not going to do well against a Titan when you're low on health, no matter what weapons you have. So I don't think the Thunders are going to be the greatest weapons for fighting Titans, honestly. But they're pretty good for fighting regular robots. Now, these on the other hand, right here we got the Dagon with 6 of them. That is a lot of firepower. I mean, the damage we did on the Kefri is awesome, but if you're looking at what we're doing to that Titan right there with 6 of these, that is not bad damage. So let's see if we can take down this guy. And I'm out of ammo, so we are in a very bad spot right now. That's the one thing with these, you got to really pay attention to how much ammo you have, because that 10-second reload kind of sucks, right? That's the one problem with them, but we melted that guy pretty quick. That was actually a pretty tough Typhon. Normally they go down much faster than that, so he might have had like a I don't know if he had an armadillo drone stacked up or what, but he was much tougher than normal. But we're actually doing pretty decent damage to that Titan from that distance. Alright, so these guys are coming up behind me, so I'm going to turn around and try and get them. And I'm out of ammo again, so yeah, like I said, oh man, they got my little robot. Alright, let's bring in the Dangler. What's up, Mr. Dangler? I don't know why I call that thing the Dangler. I hated this robot with a passion when it first came out. They've balanced it down to where it's more of a balanced robot right now. It's kind of slow, but if you can get over this robot being slow, it's still really good, and it's almost a nice counter to the Ochi-Kochis, honestly. If you run this thing and you put a phase shift on it, it does really, really good still. It's just super slow, so some of you guys don't play it because of the speed. In this day and age, speed is very important in this game. You want as much speed as possible, but there are some exceptions. You can do good without speed on some robots, but you know, that's some robots. Alright, so we're going to go over here and see if we can get this beacon. Unfortunately, somebody's right there, and they went into a phase shift. I don't think he's the only person I've got to deal with right now, so let's try and get him really quick. Oh man, they blew me up. That sucked. Those Ochi-Kochis are the worst. That one came up behind me and they just kind of surprised me, so we're not trying to really do awesome gameplay here. We're just trying to show you how well these weapons do. So this is just realistic footage of an average game with these weapons. We're not saying, hey, we're going to go out there and kill everybody with these, but you can see they're doing just fine. And it'll be interesting to see how much damage we get at the end of the battle. I'm guessing we're going to still get a good, probably between 4 and 6 million damage. I would say that's about the average I get with these weapons, is somewhere between 4 and 6. Unless it's a really short game, then you might get like 2 or 3 million. I mean, some of those games last 2, 3, 4 minutes, and those are always low damage. But you get a good 6-minute game, 8-minute game, 10-minute game, you're probably going to have between 4 and 6 million damage, even just running all these basic weapons. So, I don't know, guys. They're really, really good. We'll probably go play one more battle after this and see how that goes, because, hey, the more the merrier, right? You'll get to see all these robots in action again on another battle. So there's that Scorpion, and he's lagging, so most of those shots missed, unfortunately. We have definitely had a lot of lag lately. It seems a little better than it was, but there's still a little bit of lag going on. It's way better than it was. Alright, so Demeter versus an Ochi-Kochi. This is going to be rough, because Ochi-Kochis are they're just brutal. Yeah, I didn't expect that to go well, but hey. Let's bring in the Titan. It's Titan time! Bam! We're gonna make him die, gonna shoot him in the eye. Gonna die, gonna shoot him in the eye. Yep, whatever. Let's go destroy that little dude. Unfortunately, I can't move for some reason. My Titan, there it goes. There it goes. It didn't want to walk. Come on, dude, with your stupid stealth. I don't like stealth. Stealth drives me crazy. Alright, come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is that robot's not taking very much damage even from the Titan weapons, which I don't appreciate. I don't appreciate one. There we go. There we go. Sometimes when you're lagging a little bit, the damage doesn't seem to add up or register the way it should. But, you know, it is what it is. So, I just realized, okay, never mind. Hey, we won. Nice. Let's check out the scores and see what we got. That actually felt like a really decent game overall. I mean, there are probably better games in the world than that, but that was pretty darn good. All right, 5.5 million damage, 8 kills. I mean, that's really not bad for running these old school weapons if you really think about it. That was pretty amazing, actually. Yeah. All right, guys, so that last game actually went exceptionally well. It was a lot of fun. So let's drop in for one more game. Again, we got the Punisher T's, and the Thunder. So we're going to start off with this guy right here, and we're going to go into center. We're going to go ahead and use that ability so we can get over there a little bit quicker. So right now, this robot has a 13-second cooldown on the ability, which still isn't that bad. I mean, that's a pretty decent cooldown, guys. 13 seconds. I'm not going to complain about that too much. I mean, you can use that ability somewhat often. All right, we smashed that guy. Let's try and get this guy here. I'm not going to be able to get over there fast enough to blind anybody, so yeah. That's the one thing. This guy is very, very slow. Now, I did run into one of these the other day, and he had lightning speed. I don't know how the heck he was doing it, but it was moving so fast, it was outrunning my faster robots. Look, there's a Hellburner. Later, little guy, but bam! We made quick work out of him, so let's go ahead and try and get this Ochi-Kochi. Now, like I was saying, this robot here can actually be a pretty good counter to the Ochi-Kochis if you time the abilities correctly. So, Angler may not be that great anymore, but, you know, it's still very playable and still does very well if you're good at playing it. Not everybody's good at playing it, but it's not a bad robot. Not a bad robot at all. Alright, so let's smash this one. Bam! And he's got a thingy dingy, so let's wait for him to come out of the thingy dingy, and then we're gonna smash him in the face. Alright, let's blind the guy. This is one of the toughest Ochi-Kochis I've ever seen. Like, I don't know how he's so strong at the beginning of this game. Normally, oh, he killed me. I don't know what he did. I mean, there was more than one of us shooting at that guy, and he just would not go down. So that one was like abnormally tough. That guy ate his Wheaties this morning. That's all I'm going to tell you. That guy ate his Wheaties. All right, so there he goes again. He's almost back up to full health. Is that the same guy? How in the heck did he heal up that much? I mean, we were just pounding on him and pounding on him. It's hard to read those little names, so yeah, I think that's the same dude. Did he like kill off a robot and drop a new one? Because I don't understand how he got back up to full health, but whatever. We're gonna shoot the crap out of him with 6 of these things. Since we're out of ammo, we're gonna try and back off a little bit. So let's back off, and all right, now we got ammo again. The closer we get, the more damage. We really should not be shooting that thing when it's in the ability, because that'll just charge it up. You actually want to stop shooting it, and then when it comes out of the ability, that's when you want to shoot it, because if you shoot it, you just make it stronger, and after the ability ends, it's still charged up for a while if you had shot it and charged it up. So yeah, don't shoot the Ochi-Kochis when they're in their ability. Wait for them to come out, and then you can usually... Oh, come on now. Alright, let's go and bring in Mr. Demeter. Demeter the healer. I like this guy. This is another one of those robots that is totally worth building in the workshop. It's got a nice shield. It's somewhat durable. It's got good firepower. It can teleport around the map. I mean, it's a really cool robot. I mean, this is one of those robots that I highly recommend for everybody. So let's go ahead and shoot on this Titan. We got to get rid of him. Me and my team are taking him down quick. You're gonna die. Yeah. But I'm sure you guys can see why I'm recommending these particular weapons for new players or free players, because I'm telling you what, they cost next to nothing. Compared to the other weapons in this game, these cost next to nothing to upgrade. And if you can get used to that 10-second reload time, you can really do well with these. I mean, there's no reason why a person could not play these in Champion League, right? I mean, I really do hate the 10-second reload. Most of the weapons these days have a 3 to 5 second reload, so these are twice as long as your average weapon. I mean, 10 seconds can be a lot of time to have to wait to reload, but you can get used to it. If you know how to play support or know how to brawl or use your robots correctly, you can make do with it if you need to, you know? You got to have a little more skill when playing robot weapons with a 10-second reload, because you got to be on top of things, because once you're out of ammo, that's a whole 10 seconds where you can't defend yourself. And in this game, 10 seconds can be an eternity. So you got to play your robots right and, you know, get to really learn your robots. But once you do, you'll be just fine with 10-second reload times until you can get better stuff. I mean, honestly, I could probably put these weapons on every single thing in the game and just play it every single day, and I wouldn't necessarily be thrilled about that, but it would work no problem, and I can do well with it, as you can see. Now, the Thunders, those are weapons I would definitely replace eventually. Thunders are nice, but if you had Punisher T's, and a really high-end heavy weapon on your robots that have a heavy weapon, you could easily just run that for the rest of your life. unless they ever, you know, change these weapons or something happens where they're not good anymore. But I mean, these weapons are the original weapons, right? I think these weapons were in the game like 8 years ago when the game first came out, and they were just, they've always been good. They've always been really good weapons. I mean, there's nothing better in this game when you're starting out than these. I mean, you're not going to find anything better. Like the beginner rocket weapons suck. I made a video about those the other day and how crappy they were. But these are really, really good. Like super good for what they are. You cannot go wrong with these things. Alright, so here we come with the Curry and the Thunders. Let's shoot this guy. Alright, we're going to drop our weapons on the ground. We're going to hit the phase shift so we don't take damage when going over there. So we almost killed him. We got inside of his shield and we almost took him out with the Thunders as he went up in the air. But unfortunately, gosh dang, how is he doing so much damage? That damage that guy just did was ridiculous. Alright, let's hit. I think that's the same guy that seemed to have the like crazy health. I don't know. Alright, here comes somebody. Bam, you're gonna die. I need to add some reverb to that. Alright, who's next? Who's next on the list to destroy? Here comes somebody. There's two of those darn flying shield bots, man. I get tired of purple shields flying through the air every 2 seconds, but let's chase that dude down. Right now we got 3 beacons, so we're currently winning, which is awesome. Oh, man. That thing just, like, wrecked me. Alright, let's bring in the Titan. Let's bring in... Release the Kraken. I guess you could only say that if you're playing one of the Kraken Titans, but hey, close enough. Release the Titan. The Titan will destroy all of the enemies in the world. He will smash them and bash them and mash their robot butts into the ground 20 times, maybe 30 or 40 times, and he's going to save the world. Yeah, alright. Whatever. Let's, alright, whatever. Wait, what? Dude. There's no way you're damaging my... Somebody's got some crazy things going on here, because... Look how... How did they do that to my Titan? How many people were just shooting me? I don't really know what happened there. I might have to rewind that and play that back and figure out what just happened, because... Somebody... It looked like there was only maybe 1 or 2 people shooting me, and they absolutely wrecked my Titan like it was nothing. They're doing the same. Somebody's got crazy amounts of damage. Something ain't right about this. How did we lose? Come on. I feel like something funny was happening on that game. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. It could be a lag. It could be a game glitch. But something felt off with that entire game as far as the amount of damage people were doing. I can't believe we lost that. I mean, if you look on the enemy team, nothing really looks out of place. I mean, the highest guy got 11 million damage, 10 kills. That's easily doable. Probably just some sort of game glitch or something. Maybe some lag. But yeah, guys, this worked out awesome. It was a really fun time. You can't go wrong with this. So I think it's going to wrap the video up. Now you can see why I always say if you're free to play, play these, right? You want to play these. They are awesome. They are amazing. You're going to love them. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap this one up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Huge shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys so much. The paid monthly channel memberships really help the channel out big time. So if you'd like to become a channel member, it's only a couple of dollars. And yeah, if you drop down the video description, you'll see my Discord server, my other YouTube channels, ways to help support the channel, and all kinds of stuff. Thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. I hope you liked the video. And make sure you level up these weapons if you're a new or free-to-play player, because they will help you out big time. They will allow you to move into Champion League, no problem.